Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin flash crash today, down over 7%. In this episode, we're going to be going over the reasons why, plus why you don't need to be concerned at all, and some great charts for Bitcoin. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about the Bitcoin flash crash, down over 7% to $40,817. Guess what? People are scared, back in fear. Thank goodness we were in neutral for way too long, but back to fear. People are scared. Russia, Ukraine, inflation, interest. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. Turn off the gosh darn news for once in your life. But we're going to be getting into all of that. Before we do, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Now, like I said, people are back in fear today. We were in neutral for, a few days, but back to fear. And the reason why? Overall market down about 7%. Bitcoin 47.98, Ethereum 29.10, BNB 404, XRP 78 cents, Cardano 103, Solana 95, Avalanche 89, and Terra Luna $51. And guys, if you want to know the best coins to buy today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, well, you could go check out Token Metrics for yourself. They have an amazing discount until the 20th. So if you're interested, you better buy it this weekend. Or you could just look here and you could see that today on FTX Exchange. Check out this. This is very interesting. Wrapped Bitcoin, Tether Gold, Pax Gold, Bitcoin, and Celsius Network. Look at this. Out of all the coins out there, hundreds, thousands, however many coins are on FTX, look at this. 42%, 43% of the portfolio is gold. 40% is Bitcoin. The rest is Celsius Network. So, I mean, draw your own conclusions, but I would say that the rest of the market's probably going to dump compared with gold and Bitcoin and maybe Celsius Network. So check it out. Like I said, 30% off for this weekend. Check out now before the discount goes away because it doesn't last for long. Now, in the news today, Charlie Munger saying crypto is like a venereal disease and should be banned. The problem is he hasn't done his research because you can't ban venereal diseases, at least from what I've heard, okay? You can only treat them. So, if it's like a venereal disease, it's just going to spread because you know how they spread? People have fun and then venereal diseases spread. So apparently if people keep having fun, then crypto is going to keep on spreading. Thank you for that analogy, Charlie Munger. And today, Bitcoin traders are saying that $40,000 is the line in the sand. I don't know what traders are saying that, but they're like, it's the line in the sand. Bitcoin price plummeted as global market stocks and altcoins corrected in the face of escalating tensions between Russia, the United States, and Ukraine. I don't know. Do you guys feel this tension? I don't really feel it myself. But if the news keeps saying there's tension, then there must be tension. But, everybody's talking about tensions, about World War III coming out and how that's going to crash the market, about hikes in inflation or interest rates, how that's going to crash the market. But let's actually take a look at some real evidence because that's what we should look at before we get into it. Despite the quarrels that Russia and Ukraine have, well, we see today, Ukraine passes law legalizing Bitcoin. Not only that, but Russia's saying that banning crypto is like banning the internet. So despite whatever disputes they have, they both kind of agree on cryptocurrencies that they're pretty cool and that they'll probably continue to spread like a venereal disease. So that being said, let's take a look at what actually happens with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, or not Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, with traditional markets during wars. So we can see here, this looks at wars and also at inflation. So during World War II, I think this was the S&P, where is it? The Dow Jones Industrial Average goes sideways. Inflation goes up. Dow Jones goes sideways. Guess what? The Dow rockets off after the war. Okay, that was just one war. Okay, Second World War, Dow Jones goes sideways. Inflation skyrockets, and then Dow Jones skyrockets after the war. Notice how it didn't crash. It just went sideways both times. But that's only two. Let's look at the third one. Okay, Vietnam. Dow Jones goes sideways. Inflation skyrockets, and then Dow skyrockets afterwards. So, but that's only three. Come on. There's only three. Let's look at the war on terror. Again, Dow Jones goes sideways. Inflation skyrockets, and then, guess what? The Dow Jones skyrocket afterwards. So, I don't know. 4 may not be a big enough N for you, But if you want an NF4, it looks like during times of war, markets go sideways, not down. They go sideways, and then afterwards they launch. So that, if we're looking at war causing influences to the market, I wouldn't be too concerned. It would just go sideways. Guess what? The market's been going sideways for a year already. Not a big deal. So the next point, impact of Fed rate changes on the S&P 500. Now, granted, we don't have this information on Bitcoin because it's only like 13 years old. It's teeny compared with this other stuff. So let's see what happens. Rate hike, prices go down. Rate hike, prices go up. Rate hike, prices go up. Rate hike, prices go down. 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 Rate cut, prices go down. Rate cut, prices go down. Rate cut, prices go up. So as you can see here, it literally doesn't matter what they do with the interest rates. Price goes up, price goes down. It doesn't matter. Again, another thing not to worry about. We could even see here returns following first interest rate hikes. We can see here in 94, over 12 months, up 2.5%. In 99, up 8%. In 04, up 7.5%. In 2015, up 11.3%. Again, not times to be worried. So let's take a look at some charts, because right now, Bitcoin price has dropped significantly. You can see that we were in this very sharp upward trend, but just today it broke outwards, and we may end up closing outside of there. So that may not be great for Bitcoin, meaning that we'll be in this continued long downtrend towards wherever we may be going. However, I've said for such a long time that between $53,000 and $30,000, Bitcoin is just moving sideways. It doesn't matter. If it breaks above 53, then yeah, we're bullish. If it breaks below 30, yeah, we're bearish. But otherwise, the market's just going sideways. So how do you prepare? Well, if you're in the market for shorter than 5 years, you're just a schmuck. I'll be honest, I know that pushed some of your buttons, but if you're in it for less than 5 years, you are a schmuck. Because guess what? The average annual return on Bitcoin is 100%. Now, some years it goes down. Okay, this could be a year when it goes down, but the average returns is 100%. Compare that with the S&P 500. Average returns is 10%. You're getting 10 times better returns. So why would you not stay in it for a longer period of time? But if we just take a look at this pi cycle theory, because we've had some pi cycle flags. We had one in 2013, actually two in 2013. We had this one here in 2017 and this one here in 2021. Now, if we take a look at a long-term viewpoint, my pi cycle theory. So if we take the bar patterns and we go from the first pi cycle top to the bottom, we could see that would put us roughly from the pi cycle top that we had there, roughly at this $36,500 area, this red dotted line that I put there. Okay, now that's one. If we take a look at another one, we go from the second pi cycle top right here, okay, and we go from there to the bottom. Where would that put us? Well, that would put us all the way down here at roughly $10,000. Ouch, that could be bad. How about the next pi cycle top? If we do that and we extend that out to the bottom, guess what? That would put us at roughly, right around that $10,000 area as well. I think this one should be down a little bit further, like that. There we go. If we take a look at that, here are three possible scenarios post pi cycle top on where the price is going. Now, one of them is basically where the price is right now, $37,500, just a little bit below $40,000 where the price is now. The other two are way down around $8,000 to $10,000. Now, if that was to happen, and if we saw that happen, it would have to do three things, which Bitcoin very rarely ever does. First, it would have to break a previous all-time high, $20,000. So just that, unlikely. Second, it would have to break out of this trend line that Bitcoin has been in for many, many years, most of its life, this orange line. Again, very unlikely. Third, it would have to break the 200 weekly moving average, this blue line, which, again, Bitcoin has very rarely ever done. Did it at COVID, did it a couple times here in 2015, but that is it. So the likelihood of it going down to this $10,000 area, not very likely. More likely, how about this $37,000 right around the bottom of this orange trend line? That seems to be a likely bottom scenario if we're even experiencing a bottom scenario, because the charts still look great for Bitcoin. If we take a look at the hodl waves, Bitcoin continues to increasingly be hodled. The percentage of coins last moved within the last 6 months has been declining since mid-2021. That of the coins moved within the last 3 months is also declining again after an increase in Q4 2021. If we take a look at this. Decreasing coin movement. That means people are hodling Bitcoin. Guess what? Supply and demand, price eventually goes up. Not only that, the illiquid supply shock held by strong hands has broken above its April 2021 peak. As a matter of fact, is the highest it has ever been, breaking above that peak. So guess what? Less and less Bitcoin available. And this trader here kind of echoes what I was saying previously, where he's saying that Bitcoin's been in a choppy trading range for almost a year now, bouncing between $30,000 and $65,000. The up or down debate continues to be a favorite hobby for many, but it's mostly noise. It's mostly noise. I would say don't even worry about it. If the price goes below $30,000, worry. If it goes above 53, celebrate. Put a lampshade on your head. Dance around. But until that happens, don't be worried because of what we have right here. William Clemente, I think, says it best. Dear big names writing off Bitcoin. This is happening with or without you. Keep ignoring it. After all, the wealth isn't going to transfer itself. If you want to be part of the biggest wealth transfer in history, well, you might want to be in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies now. So that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. I'll catch you later. Love you. Peace.